Have you ever tried so hard to stay calm? Breathing deeply, counting slowly, telling yourself to stay composed, and yet the anger kept rising anyway? You try to talk yourself down. You whisper, "It's fine, just let it go." But the words don't reach your body. Your chest tightens, your thoughts accelerate, and something inside keeps pushing, stronger, louder, until it finally bursts. And when the moment passes, you're left with that familiar heaviness, the guilt, the exhaustion, and a quiet voice saying, "I didn't want to react like that, but I just couldn't hold it in anymore." Anger that's held in too long doesn't disappear, it compresses. Every time you swallow your truth, every time you say, "I'm fine," when you're not, the emotion sinks deeper into the body, waiting quietly until it rushes back up. So when you finally break, it's not a failure, not a lack of discipline. It's simply the natural result of your heart carrying more than it was allowed to express. Many people believe that being calm means holding everything inside. But that isn't calm, that's pressure. Pressure pretending to be self-control. Pressure building quietly until it can't anymore. True calm is not the absence of emotion. True calm is the presence of understanding when you allow your feelings to exist without shaming them. And when understanding meets slow, gentle breathing, the body releases its tension and anger begins to soften on its own.
The Buddha taught balance, softly and without force. Do not suppress emotion, but do not let it govern your mind. He never called anger evil, never once. He simply saw it as energy, an energy that can burn or illuminate, depending on how we meet it. When you fight anger with guilt, you feed the flames. When you ignore it, it becomes smoke that clouds the heart. So what is the middle way? The path between extremes. It is the gentle space between silence and explosion, between pretending nothing is wrong and letting everything erupt at once. It means feeling anger without turning it into harm. It means sitting beside the flame instead of gripping it in your hands. It means saying, "This is anger. I see you, and I'm willing to understand you." The Buddha compared the mind to a clear, still pond. Strike the water in anger, and the ripples blur your reflection. But when the surface settles, clarity returns. So when anger arises, don't rush to throw it, and don't force it into hiding. Sit beside it. Breathe with it. Let it know you're here. The middle way is not emotionlessness. It is staying awake within emotion, holding awareness and compassion together, so the fire no longer burns, but warms.
Let's take a moment to let the breath cool the fire within. Gently allow your eyes to close. Your hand rests softly on your belly as the breath begins. A slow inhale comes through the nose, gathering calm for a quiet count of 4. Feel the belly rise like a gentle wave. There is a tiny pause, a soft holding, just for 1 beat. And then the exhale begins, easy and unforced, flowing out through the mouth for 6 slow counts. Notice how the shoulders naturally begin to settle. With each breath out, the warmth drifts away like faint smoke, lifting into cooler air. The fire softens a little more each time you release. Another slow inhale draws in a cool stillness, as if gentle water is touching a quiet flame. Let the breath rest lightly in the chest for a brief moment. And when you exhale, let it be soft and unhurried. Whisper inside softly, I breathe in calm. I breathe out tension. Each quiet breath is a small wisdom, a way of meeting fire without becoming it. You don't have to silence your anger to find peace. You don't need to push it away or pretend it isn't there. You only need to acknowledge it with awareness and kindness. When you listen gently, anger learns to rest. And in that quiet resting, you begin to understand yourself more clearly, and peace gently rises from within. Thank you for resting here with me. If this brought you comfort or helped your heart feel a little lighter, please subscribe so we can continue walking together on this path of healing.